Hello, everyone, and welcome to Test Run. I am your host, Code Marvelous, and I am again joined by Doug.
Hi.
And we are going to be taking his Titan Fast Advance deck for a spin on Jinteki. We're going to see how we do, trying to do a little bit of that Atlas train. So talk to me a little bit about some of the good matchups and some of the bad matchups.
Yeah, Clot Lock, which you see like with the Haley Remote Lock deck, is a real challenge. There's two CVSs in there, and if you don't see them at the right time, then you can get locked out for a good long while. Decks that run a lot of employee strikes, so like an employee strike Andy with a lot of recursion, is problematic because you definitely need to get those Titan triggers in order to keep the momentum up.
That makes sense.
But yeah, Siphon can be a problem if they're really dedicated to it. All right, this looks pretty good.
Are we keeping it?
Well, yeah, I think so. You've got one fast advance tool. You've got a load of econ in there, and you've got an ice you can put over R&D to keep them out of it while you're getting set up. I like it.
Okay. So let's keep it.
They've already got the bad pub, so
All right. So what are we doing first? Hostile.
Yeah, I would say your two options are probably scoring hostile immediately or putting a Mausolus over HQ. I like being aggressive. Might as well go for the hostile. They might get armored servers off of you, but you're probably all right. And we're off to the races.
Yep. And we're in IPO range, which is exciting.
Yeah. Just remember to wait until last click, which I still forget to do sometimes.
Yeah, it's like when I watch people play hard-hitting news first click, and I'm like, hang on, buddy. We might just outspeed them if they're on a wild side plan.
Yeah.
They might be on Siphon, though, if they've got same old thing, but who knows. All right, so what are we doing?
So, where you lose with this deck is really off of deep R&D digs. So I think that a good play here would be to ice R&D, ice HQ, and play IPO.
Which one goes where?
I would say Mausolus on R&D, because if you need to, you can make it actually end the run at some point. Whereas they can, and also Colossus isn't that bad early game. You take a tag, but you're not going to lose anything off of it.
Right. I gotcha.
So yeah, this deck, if you can stay at like 7+ credits, then you can threaten, I guess, all of your ice. That's where you want to be. Oh, we got cakes up.
But they got no monies.
Nice.
And monies is really good.
Yeah, monies is helpful.
Do we rest here?
I mean, they're gonna keep going. I wouldn't bother. They're not gonna lose anything off of it. They might get the servers, but these things happen. You're not really set up to score 4-2 until relatively late in the game, so it's just kind of part of the price.
Right. Now, if they run R&D, are we resing the Mausolus?
Yeah, I would. I mean, it'll put the fear of God in them a little bit. And if they're on blackmail recursion, which I guess is still possible, then having ice pre-res is helpful.
Okay, so there's a Blue Orchestra in the bin.
Good to know. Yeah. So here I would definitely draw and then maybe make some more money. Nice.
So hedge fund.
So here's interesting, because if they don't make a run next turn, then you can score that out with the shipment from Tenon and Audacity.
But we need 3 cards when we play the Audacity.
Yeah. So if you draw again and then play IPO, then you'll be in good shape. Yeah.
Nice. Good call.
That's cool.
Because then if they have a setup turn.
Yeah, and they very well might, because they're going to be full of cards and on 2 credits right now.
Or on 1 credit and 9 cards.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're probably going to get to score that next turn. And, this is pretty much a perfect place to play Audacity from. You're losing an ice and a hedge fund when you're on 20 credits. You really couldn't ask for a better time.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Unless you know, top deck an Atlas or something. All right, cool.
But then if we top deck the Atlas, we just
Yeah,
score the
score the
Atlas
Atlas.
with...
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, then you're good. Yeah, then ship me that. Yeah. Oh boy, I hope we top deck an Atlas.
Because then we're choo-chooing.
Yeah.
We have... we have what can only be described as a ludicrous amount of money for this deck.
Yeah.
The version I played, which did not do nearly as well as yours, had the one Stinson, so if people ever dipped low, I was just like...
Just rolling it.
Yeah. Alright, so no... Alright, so... Let's put it down.
Yep. Ship it. Audacious. I love it.
Feels good.
Cool. And, you know, R&D just got a lot harder to deal with. You know, once that's, you know, if they run it and it's important, then, you know, you can make them have to burn 6 cards, or more likely, you know, 4 cards, or, you know, 2 cards or whatever. So if you're not seeing anything come up in the near future, advancing Mausoleus 3 times is not a terrible idea. Yeah, okay.
They're going to check it. They're going to keep us honest, which is probably a good play.
It is. And also, you know, you won't be able to ship it again next turn.
We're rezzing here, I imagine.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, are we using any of these tokens?
I would say no. They're going to, you know, you want to save those for when you can keep a high impact run from landing.
So they can't bring anything out. So, I guess we're firing.
Yep. Cool. We'll see what happens.
They jack out.
They jacked out. That's surprising.
I would have taken the access, but...
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So they might start bouncing off that net damage and...
Messing with us.
Yeah. Do they have any resources you want to trash? Yeah, maybe.
I mean, we can trash Clan Vengeance and Chronotype.
Yeah, that's it. That feels pretty good. Yeah, they're going to be in a real hole. Oh, yeah, I think maybe draw. You want to get set up for your next.
Hey!
Hey, look at that happy guy.
He's really happy.
Yeah. He's got his, like, fist bump going. He's like, yeah, we got it. Feels good to be a Titan banker.
Yeah. I appreciate his, like, aggressively, like, non-threatening haircut. Like, he has just, like...
He's totally got the John Edwards do going on.
Alright, so what are we doing here?
We're still digging. I would, you know, draw at least once or twice. Probably just shore up your centrals, so go ahead and put some more ice over them. I guess probably vanilla over R&D would be my pick. I think they have a paperclip in the bin, but they've been poor enough that...
Yeah, but them spending functionally 3 because there's 2 bad pub.
Yeah.
To break vanilla is still pretty okay.
Sure, yeah.
What are you drinking? Is that tomato juice?
No, it is a Maryland-themed koozie.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, is he just like drinking like a can of tomato juice?
No, it's a can of adult beverage.
A can of adult beverage? Yeah, I've got my cider.
Excellent.
I feel kind of bad because our opponent is so poor.
Yeah. I don't know how they're going to get out of this situation, honestly. If they're on Siphon, then...
They're going to have a very bad time once this Miramati goes down.
Yeah.
Now, I find myself a lot of times, unless I'm really in kind of a lukewarm place with money, I will always, like, hold the beanstalk until I know people are not on Siphon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because nothing feels worse than just, like, greed using it and then getting siphoned down to 0 the next turn.
Yeah. What's he gonna discard next?
I think he may have just quit.
Okay.
We'll give him a minute. Well, I guess we're gonna move on to another game.
Can't see the lower right corner. Okay. Just disconnected. Okay. Alright, well, fair enough.
That's unfortunate. Let's see if we can get another game.
Yeah. Yeah, runners that can really attack R&D effectively. So like a lot of people have been playing Faust with deep data mining and Daredevil I've been seeing pop up recently.
It's good.
It is good. It is real good. And that can be a problem because that can set up very quickly. And once you've lost, if you lose one atlas, then you're okay. If you lose two, then you're really in a jam.
Yeah. It's a much more fragile fast advance because they only have the 1-3-2.
Yeah. I definitely considered getting merger in there, but it feels terrible.
No. Can't do that.
Oh.
It feels so bad.
Desperate times. It does feel bad.
Merger is such a weird card. I feel like I could only play it if I was also playing, like, news teams.
Yeah. That's an idea. How much influence is news team?
Oh, come on. Somebody join. The worst. We're just waiting on an opponent. So I'll tell you, I've been having a surprising amount of luck with my Builder of Nations Red Planet Couriers deck.
Yeah, I tried to make a cache refresh version of it for the StimHack cache refresh tournament that Fighting Walloon is organizing. And without punitive and without fast track, it's a little bit harder to get it going.
Yeah.
But it's cool. It's got legs.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, punitive is a really nice pressure release valve.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, oh, you got the government takeover. Well, I hope you win this turn.
Yep. All right. We gotta take her. Uh-oh.
That's not a good hand.
Oh, no, that is not a good hand.
That's not much better.
That's a little bit worse. Okay, this might be rough.
Let's give him the GLHF.
Yeah. So, here, hedge fund is fine. But I would definitely consider, hedge fund draw and special report and just kind of push reset on this whole thing.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Hey!
The third mulligan.
We did it.
All right. Yeah, that looks all right.
Having this in the hand is okay.
Yeah.
The cyber decks. But it'll probably get picked out of our hands. Public sympathy. Political operative.
What is going on here?
Alright, so what are we doing? Are we just doing the hostile? We ice in?
Let's just burn the hostile. Get it out of there. They're gonna keep hitting if they're poking HQ randomly instead of R&D, then they're gonna poke it again probably.
Do you like my Wayland background?
I do. I like the let's see. I thought I saw an 88 miles per hour symbol on there somewhere. You got some.
Yeah, my friend threw it together
text on here.
with like an overlay thing. I'm very low tech here. Drawing 5 cards with game day.
Oof.
They got cards. That's something that they've got.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be pretty surprised if we don't see Dean Lister and Faust at some point here, but
I would really cherish it if we could draw into an Atlas right now.
Yeah, they're taking their sweet time setting up.
Nope.
Yeah, it's probably worth drawing an icing or centrals and getting that out of the way now that you got a little gap here. So right. I'd probably put the Enigma over R&D so they can't run through it.
Nice. Yeah. Special report. Surprising. That third mulligan.
It was really playing in Cash Refresh the last tournament that made me really appreciate it because
power nap.
Yeah. Oh. All right. That's not ideal. Yeah, so you're good on credits right now. Your ice over R&D is a Enigma, right? Correct?
Correct.
Yeah. I might draw a little bit and put another ice over R&D. Yeah. Looks good.
We're getting there. Come on, draw us an Atlas. Let us start this Atlas train. A choo-chooing. Yeah. Hyperdriver time.
Nice. I love build script. It's
Deuce's mild, right?
Yeah. It's I've been trying to make an Ayla deck work that uses Comet and all of the cards like build script and there's Dean and Deuces and process automation. So you just draw like crazy and rig up relatively quickly. And it does okay. All right, cool. So at this point, it looks like they're setting up to start hitting R&D, but they're only on, I guess they're going to be on 7 credits next turn, so they might be able to get a successful run. I might consider fast tracking an Atlas and just hoping for the best and just holding it in hand for a turn.
Okay, and then what are we doing with the rest of our turn?
Probably get a CVS down on maybe HQ, or so they're definitely targeting R&D. And I don't know what to do with the last click. Take a credit, I guess.
That quality time. Digging for that Faust, I would imagine. It's like I'm psychic.
Oh my god. There it is. Oh.
They're not running though.
That's too bad.
That is too bad.
Alright.
Oh, it feels good.
Okay, yeah.
Choo choo.
Yep, and don't have any recursion either. Or any
they don't have a clot threat.
Yeah.
So next turn, for those of you watching at home, we just go get the other Atlas with the Atlas and use the other tenon if they don't make a successful run.
Yeah. I mean, if they don't run this turn,
we have the win basically.
Then you got it, yeah. I mean, if you got 2 Atlases down and yeah.
This is crazy. You got to start running, man.
I think. Why wouldn't
demolition run? What?
That's okay. So since this is last click.
We'll
you can pull the Atlas, and you're still, you won't be able to score it immediately, but...
I mean, we're resin everything, I imagine.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Hey, the good news is when people are on Faust, the bad pub doesn't really mean very much. Demo run.
That's exciting.
It is exciting.
I'm
excited by it.
Yeah. No, I like what this guy's doing. I think that Public Sympathy is a cool card here.
I'm gonna say that I would guess that probably they haven't found it yet, but their console is probably Daredevil, as you discussed.
So
And they just haven't gotten it down yet. Oh, I hit the wrong one, didn't I?
Never know people are nice people. Yeah, I feel like people are very forgiving of misplays and misclicks. It's a cool community.
Yeah, we're pretty good. Yeah, sure. Spend some more cards. All right, so we're gonna go get the Atlas.
Yep. You won't be able to score it next turn, which is unfortunate, but
you don't know. We could draw an Audacity.
Yep. It's better to have it than in your hand than in the bin. Sure. Always purge. So do they not use? Oh, I guess they still access with Demolition Run, but it trashes it as well. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay, got it. Okay. So we lost a Cobra and a Beanstalk and an IPO. That's not so bad. Cool. Well, they probably can't do it 2 turns in a row. You might. I don't know. I might ice R&D, take a Beanstalk, and take a credit. Just guess, or actually draw might be a better idea, but well, whatever, it's fine. You'll probably be good to do something next turn, such as scoring another Atlas. Yeah, cool.
So now we're gonna do the thing.
Yep. And with that, cool.
So good.
Yeah, and with the Audacity in hand, unless they pull the Atlas this turn, you got it.
Yep. The game is done. And we call that a GG.
Yep. Nice.
GG.
It did what it does.
It did do what it does. So the deck is very fast, and it feels a lot like the old NBN Faster Biotics decks, where it's like piloting a rocket, where like pieces are constantly falling off.
Yep. I know that rocket.
But like it has that same feel, but now Wayland actually has the ice to slow people down enough to make it tenable at all.
Yeah, I mean, so the Atlas train used to struggle because, you didn't have enough fast advance tools, and once they got their breakers out, it was trivial for them to get anywhere and just pound R&D and pound HQ, and
right.
So it really needed a lot of luck to get off the ground. But yeah, now I mean, I think was this turn 8 or 9 that you finished up, something like that.
Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Turn 9.
Yeah. So that's pretty much par. I mean, I think I've had some games that finish in like 7 turns.
And that's like a lightning finish against a lot of these setup shapers.
Yeah.
And somewhat slower Anarchs that are around now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, Doug, thank you very much for coming on the channel and walking us through the deck.
Yeah, no, I'm really happy to do it. I hope that we get to do it again sometime. And I'll see you guys at the next Sweet Ghost Branch event.
Yeah, you're going to come to the the GNK in August?
I'm hoping to. We'll see. Schedule's a little bit dicey, but yeah, I'd love to see you guys again.
All right. Yeah, we'd love to have you.
Cool.
I'm going to be sleeving this up for this weekend because I love Titan, and I'm not particularly enamored with any of my corp decks that I'm working on right now. But yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'll publish it shortly, and it'll be up, on ANRPC. Look for Titan.
Perfect.
All right.
All right. Well,
Thanks,
thank you
guys.
very much.
See ya.
Yep. And until we see you all again, always be running.